Welcome to my Motivational Moments channel. Whenever I seek to enhance my thinking surrounding the issues of daily life, I take on the reflective habit of a monk or friar to give my inner thoughts time and attention through the practice of silent contemplation. In this episode, I reflect on the topic of releasing the human kite within. In Japan and the Far East, decorated kites symbolized prosperity and long life. They were looked upon as messengers from the gods and believed to present the souls of the person who flew them. We all have a soul that contains the essence of who we are. Our soul is a window through which shines our ESP, or extrasensory perception of our moral and emotional state. It is the seat of our total self, our personality, our dreams, our potential, our values, and our peacefulness. These are all born within the soul. The soul is the depository of your complete inner world. But the soul is reclusive and would keep its feelings to itself if it were not for its divine companion called the Spirit. The Spirit is a source of energy that works on the soul's behalf to bring your essence to life. The Spirit is restless, wanting to expose itself to the outside world. Like a kite in the rising wind, it continually tugs at the heartstrings of your soul, anxious to be set free. The flights of your spirit turn the intelligence of your soul into imagination, emotion, and action. We all have a human kite inside us, ready to take flight. Our human kite represents an intuitive voice from the gods whispering, "Grow, take flight, explore your possibilities." The Spirit is your biggest fan and cheerleader. It wants to be noticed and taken seriously. It wants to be heard. Spirited ideas are the beginning tipping points of developing your potential. However, the pressures of everyday life can feed mental rumors and thoughts that prevent you from having your soul release your spirit to take flight beyond the safe bonds of existing knowledge and talents. Uncertainty, the mental period between reality and our imagination, takes control. It has the capacity to ground your spirit from severing the bonds behind the mask of existing thought and transforming the spirited dreams and desires into living energy in your conscious life. To put it another way, there's a sequence and a consequence in how we live and action a fulfilling life. It begins with the awareness of our soul, our essential self, that encircles all of who we are behind our traits and our talents. The second part of the sequence is the energy of your spirit, dancing along the outside rim of your soul like an exuberant puppy, bounding in front of you, waiting for its daily walk. Your bounding spirit is anxious to bring the complete dimension of your personality to life. But it needs help as your Spirit's quest is expressed as a formless intelligence. That's when the third sequence, the mind, takes over to give focus and structure to your energy. You use your mind to reason out how to apply your spirited energy to turn your dreams and desires into action, plans, and goals. Your mind becomes the decisive instrument in the sequence and the consequence, as it will do things that are you and will do what you want. The three companions, soul, spirit, and mind, are the divine driving forces in how we become aware and inspired to turn readiness into action in our futures. In reality, though, too much of life is made of the immediate result. We can obsess how our story ends rather than having a spirit focus on what gives us joy today. It is not a wise move to accept what's happening to you without understanding and being mindful of what's happening inside of you. Not doing so, as you overlook the things that are suppressing your spirit. It ends up to be a power struggle between the flight of your spirit, only to be grounded by the judgment imposed by your rational mind. Judgment can distort reality and stymie curiosity to try new things. It's only a sounding board and not a dictator, so be careful with that. The inner intelligence of your soul is always looking to plumb meaning from the depth of your life. When things go off the rails, you need to reestablish your composure in life and strengthen the bond between soul and spirit. To do that, your soul needs to absorb a piece of eternity every day in order to be nourished. It needs to slowly breathe in the oxygen of your everyday life in becoming conscious and mindful of the wonders created around you. Just as in nature, autumn provides a period of rest after an intense growing period. Your soul also needs a state of dormancy to unravel your experiences, to reflect, reassess yourself, and recharge, to revitalize your life with new discoveries that have a spiritual connection. Most of us live a life that's too small for our spirit, but the good news is there's a promising wind that surrounds us. Release the human kite within. Revitalize your life and soar with a sense of freedom, exhilaration, and joy. Take time to be silent. Tune out the trappings that define you. Look into your soul and listen to your spirit, and work your mind to capture an uplifting wind to take you beyond what you think you are capable of. Where would you like your human kite to take you? Listen to the fluttering of your human kite inside of you. Let it escape. Hold loosely to its string in pursuit of the life you want to achieve, but don't let go of who you are. Enjoy life for its own sake and for no other reason. Go fly a kite. Until next time, be good to yourself.